Peace and prosperity be unto all who's listening. It's your girl, Shaeranea, and I'm back with another episode. And let me start. There is just so much in this life that hurts and is hard. We do not want to accept the way things are. We want things to go back the way they were. To accept the things we can't change help us to realize that people make choices that we have no control over, even when they affect our lives. We find ourselves at places that are not of our choosing. You still make a way. You still have plans for us, even though we are on a different path than what we are pictured for ourselves. It will lead to something good because you promise, Lord. And even in death and loss, in disease and heartache, you are still good, and you will never leave us nor forsaken us. Since so many of us have struggled with embracing and loving ourselves for so long, we spent our lives looking around instead of within for validation. We wait for ourselves to show us the love and acceptance we haven't securely acquired from ourselves and for ourselves. But you don't need the world to accept you. You need to accept yourself first. You will settle for any relationship, toxic or not. You want your decision to follow from a place of personal security, which allows you to make choices from a place of personal security, which allows you to make choices from a place of strength and clarity instead of settling in desperation. Trust me when I say building a healthy relationship with yourself sets the tone for how you enter the rest of your relationships. This is very important, guys, and I want you to be mindful of, seeking love when you don't love yourself, or loving people unconditionally when you don't unconditionally love yourself, or giving things to people that you don't give or do for yourself. And it's okay to do things for people. It's okay to give. There's nothing wrong with that. I get it, blah. Okay? But what is wrong is not doing it for you, because then it's in vain. Because you don't know how to do it, but you're willing to dish it out. And that's the poor part. It's like people who give advice that can't take their own advice when they are in hard times. It goes both ways. So you must be mindful of when you're going through things in the relationships and things that you pick out for yourself. You make sure that you're picking the right people in your life, friendships, business partners, everything. Because people don't always treat you the best. And if you don't love and respect yourself enough to know what's best for you, what is beneficial and considerate of your life, and they don't take consideration of you and how you feel and the way they make you feel and the way that their choices may affect you in some kind of way, if people don't look at that big picture while they're in your life, you may want to think about removing those people, because they think of you as an option and not a privilege, and you are a privilege. So if you think of yourself as a privilege less than an option, then you will understand the value and respect that you must give yourself when having relationships. So I just want to encourage anybody who's going through a hard time, experiencing abuse or anything in their relationships. It's not your fault, but it is your fault at some point when you don't make a decision that is healthy, that is conducive for your health, your mindset, your mentality. Everything about you is crumbling in this situation, and yet you not move on. It's time to let go. It's time to pick your shoes on and you get your britches pulled up and really step out and step on faith.